All right, here I am with Praxis, the West Coast #1 Peach on the West Coast. So how are you enjoying the tournament as a whole so far?
I'm enjoying it quite a bit. Apex is pretty well run. We've got a lot of setups here, and we get a lot more gameplay than we got at Genesis and the other tournaments I've been to.
Is this your first East Coast National that you've ever been to?
Yeah, it's my first tournament on the East Coast.
Well, it's a good start. How are you doing in the tournament so far?
I did alright. I got to the second round of pools. I got taken out by Ninja Link and Atomisk. I feel I did pretty well. I don't think any of the Peaches got out of the second round of pools. They were pretty tough.
Is it only top 2 advanced second round?
Top three advance.
And you only got beaten by 2 players?
No, I lost to Junebug as well. He switched to Meta Knight. I got flipped by Frigate Orpheon.
In your area, since you said you're from Washington, right? In your area, is there anyone that you like to play with that's like a really good practice person to practice against?
Yeah, Washington's got 2 sides to it. You got Western Washington and Eastern Washington. They're about 6 hours apart. Over in Western Washington, I think I enjoy playing against Felix the most. He's our Diddy, and him and Gem are the 2 best players over in Western Washington. In Eastern Washington, and I'm Eastern Washington, I play with Valdens and Atakio the most. I've learned the Game & Watch matchup from Valdens, and I make it a point of pride to take out every Game & Watch in every region I visit.
Any notable Game & Watches that you've taken out?
Yeah, I took out Vinny today in a money match. Hey, Vinny. And Hylian Genesis, and I'm sure he's going to be watching this and whining about it on the boards. It still counts, even if you make an Ice Climbers.
All right. Well, those are 2 notable Game & Watches, so that's good stuff. Is there anyone as a Peach? Is there any one that you just dislike playing? Like in general, like every time you play them, you really don't enjoy playing this person.
Meta Knight? No. Probably Pikachu. Just because Pikachu and Falco, I would say, they're just frustrating to play against. Even though I win the matchup most of the time, it's just incredibly frustrating.
Is there any character that you feel like Peach that you just really enjoy playing against as a Peach main?
Game & Watch and Lucario.
And what's so enjoyable? What's so enjoyable? I know the reason for Game & Watch, but what's so enjoyable about playing the Lucario matchup?
I'm just really good at spacing. I mean, the hitboxes are really big, but I tend to understand them very well. So I space around them, and I get myself in very dangerous situations. And I like following through that and being in the one spot where I'm not getting hit.
So you basically like floating around the edge and then coming in. All right.
I like the spacing of the match.
Understandable. Is there anyone at this tournament that you've just been really impressed with?
Junebug, actually. He took out me. He took out Atomisk. I think he beat Ninja Link. I knew that he had beaten everyone he played so far in the pool.
Yeah, I heard he was like 1 match away, and he was about to play Exax. So he was 1 match away from getting top seed when he actually finished 2nd seed in his first pool, which is a bit of a uphill climb to do.
Yeah. I took out his Lucario because I like beating Lucarios, but he beat me with his Meta Knight. But DDD and Lucario is a really tough matchup, and I was really impressed that he was able to beat Atomisk with that.
All right. Is there any other Lucarios that are notable that you have beaten in the past?
I mentioned to you earlier when we were talking that I haven't been able to make any tournaments recently because I've been working weekends. So not especially recently. I beat Staffy back at Genesis. Flame Wave I beat today and Tourney Play 5. And I beat up RJ, a couple other Lucarios here. I won a money match Zuko and Lee Martin. Lee Martin will probably raid me.
All right. Well, if I see them, I'll let them know that. Is there any difficulty that just comes with playing Peach that you know about and don't really like?
Peach's biggest problem is killing, and she's got a really bad air dodge. She can be put in no option situations really easily. So she requires a lot of stamina to play. You mess up and you waste your jump and you're pretty much dead against a lot of characters. So I guess that's the most difficult thing about Peach is that it's really hard for me to keep up the stamina, and when I get tired, I fall apart.
Is there anyone? I don't. Is there any other peaches that you are worse than, or do you think you're the best peach?
It's kind of a touchy question. You read the beach boards?
No, actually, Nicole told me that.
Ah, um, all the peaches have different skill sets, things they're better at. It's hard to say who the best peach is, and it's especially hard for me to say anything as I don't have a active tournament history in the last 4 months. So I would hesitate to call myself the best peach. I think that Dark Peach and Keon are all worthy of being argued as that title as well.
What about Nicole? Do you see her as being up there?
Nicole is really good. I've been watching a lot of her matches.
I think a lot of people would like to see you money match Nicole.
I'll money match her on the live stream. I'm not that good at the ditto, but I'll do it.
All right. Well, we definitely need to do that. Is there anyone from your region that you feel like is underrated and doesn't get a lot of, spotlight that you would like to talk about for a second?
Yeah, we've got a player over in Eastern Washington, Takio. He doesn't get to go out of state much, and he plays Meta Knight, and he's really good. He can take on Chip pretty well, and he won the last tournament he went to over in Western Washington. Hopefully he's winning Game Flux this weekend. Actually, I believe he was planning to go down there, but I think Takio is our most underrated player right now, and Felix is I think our best player, but he's known for it.
All right. What caused you to get into the competitive Brawl community or Smash community?
I don't know. I always played Smash. I didn't know about competitive Melee back in the day. I just played Smash with my friends all the time, and eventually went out seeking competition, and my friends didn't want to play with me anymore.
So basically, you just wanted to get better and play harder opponents?
Yeah.
All right. Is there anyone that you would like to give a shout out to specifically?
Well, hello to everyone in Eastern Washington. Valens, Takio, Chip, and I think Raz is going to be watching this, so hey Raz Makazi, and hello to all the other peaches out there.
All right, well, I'd like to thank you for the interview, and I hope you have a good rest of the tournament experience.
Thank you.